Hey, welcome everyone. Satnam, good morning, good afternoon to those of you in the east part of the world, east relative to where I am. And happy to be with you. Today is actually our final live broadcast of this 40-day challenge. Next week I'll be on Lake Wales at our annual pilgrimage to the winter solstice gathering in Central Florida. And so we'll be doing 3 days of white tantric yoga all day, starting on I think the 19th, 2021, and perhaps I'll see some of you there. A pretty powerful way to end this 40-day experience. So anyhow, at some point during that day, probably on the lunch break, and I don't have any way of knowing exactly what time that'll be, I'll go live in our Facebook group and check in with everyone on day 40. That's December 21. Also happens to be my birthday, December 21, so which is winter solstice day, shortest day of the year, and the birth of when the days begin to become longer. That's what the birth of light really is. And one of the most important days of the year to do a good practice. So even though we won't be doing a live broadcast that day, that is definitely a day where you're going to want to do, if possible, the full 108 repetitions of the miracle mantra. And even if you have missed some days in this 40-day challenge or whatever, don't worry about any of that. On that day 40, December 21st, I really want to encourage you, everyone, and you can even coordinate on the forum and connect with other tribe members and do it at the same time if you want. But whatever the case may be, that day, make sure to do a good deep meditation. One of the most auspicious days to practice, where your practice is going to be exponentially more powerful. And so the winter solstice day, that's December 21. So at some point on the lunch break, probably I'll get online and from Lake Wales, and I'll connect with everybody on Facebook Live in the Life Force Academy forum group. Cool. And so today is our last live broadcast of this 40-day challenge, but of course right around the corner we have the Prosperity Challenge, the 4th annual Life Force Academy Prosperity Challenge. So January 3rd, 2 days after the new year, Simrit and I will be doing a live kickoff launch webcast. And then I believe it's January 8th is going to be day 1 of the 40-day challenge. January 3rd is free, open to everyone, including to the public. So if you have any friends you want to invite to join into that, that January 3rd webcast is for everyone, and it's the perfect really start to an introduction to what we're going to be doing. And then January 8th we'll have a broadcast and day 1 of the 40-day challenge. And the Prosperity Challenge is always our most popular of the year. It just is. People love it, and it's very powerful. The Kriyas are the exact Kriyas we used last year for the Prosperity Challenge. And it's very powerful and very fun. And I think you'll really enjoy it. So that's what's happening coming up. I'm happy to be with you today. And we're going to have a great experience, I think. And I know so many of you are in the midst of the Dharmic Warrior teachings and working through that course, and you're doing that sadhana in combination with this. And I want to encourage you to really keep going with that and to dive deep into those teachings and to revisit the modules. And if you haven't finished the course, to keep getting through it, to jump back in and to use this holiday time where the days are shorter and the nights are longer. This is really the perfect time of the year to be going into deeper teachings. Is the energy of this time of the year is very conducive for taking a deep dive into a course. So so consider that. Today I want us to, let's go right into our practices, and let's reconnect with what it is that we're doing here and why we decided to do all of this in the first place. and what the heroism of the heart is all about. And we want to connect that concept and that feeling to ourselves today. We want to remember that your personal blissfulness, my personal blissfulness is intimately interconnected with my genuine concern for all others. No matter who they are, So it's easy that we feel warm feelings towards those whom are in our circle of resonance. But we're developing something else, because blissfulness is not going to occur. True blissfulness is not going to occur by just having warm feelings towards the people that are in your circle of resonance. True blissfulness is going to occur in part when you develop the type of compassion and the type of deeper love, unbiased compassion. There's two types of compassion: biased compassion and non-biased compassion. We could call biological compassion or unbiased compassion. The biased compassion is you have compassion towards those whom you like and resonate with, and non-biased compassion is when you have compassion towards the persons, animals, beings, irregardless of anything. In every person is vibrating in the nucleus of themselves pure energy, pure intelligence, pure love. And that's how we can connect into that, because first you experience that pure energy and pure intelligence and pure love within yourself. It's an impossibility to experience that in someone else until first you're experiencing it in yourself. You can understand it theoretically, but to actually experience it in someone else, you first have to experience it in yourself. And to what degree can you experience it in someone else is dependent on to what degree you've experienced it within yourself. So you always can go deeper. You never have reached the ending. I heard a great Zen parable the other day where I don't remember it in detail, so I'm just going to kind of give you like the version of it that I remember. But there was a man who had a son, and his son was injured and broke his leg, and people came up to him and said, "Oh, I'm so sorry, your son broke his leg. It's horrible." And he said, "Oh, we'll see. Time will tell." Because shortly thereafter there was a war, and all the young men were being drafted into the war, but his son was not drafted, because he had the broken leg, and the people came to him, and his friends came and said, "Oh, well, thank the Lord, thank goodness. It's so fortunate that your son ended up not being drafted." And he said, "Oh, we'll see. Time will tell." And it goes on and on and on like that. And I apologize, I don't remember everything, because that's just like one little snippet of it. Because every situation that's come up on the surface, it either seems good or it seems bad. But in reality, nothing's good or bad. And Yogi Bhajan used to say that all the time. That was one of his phrases that he's like the king of the yogi one-liners. If you can't see God in all, you can't see God at all. And they go on. And one of his one-liners that he said continuously through the years is, "Nothing's good or bad. Thinking makes it so." So the things that seem unfortunate on the surface in your life are not necessarily unfortunate, because they're only unfortunate if they're looked through that particular lens. And things that are fortunate are only fortunate within a particular lens. So what we're developing is different types of ways of looking at our lives and having broad perspective and depth of field. Wide field, depth of field. And therefore you can see through the superficiality of life and see into the deeper animation and the deeper mystery and mysticism of life. And then you'll start having a chance at blissfulness, because then when you see in other persons that you may not like resonate with so deeply, but you'll be able to connect to them, you'll be able to see the beauty within them, because you'll find whatever it is that you're looking for. So if you're looking for the corruption in the person, you'll find it, because we all have that to whatever extent, some more than others, you know, most everyone. And if you're looking for the beauty, you'll find that. And so even in the peoples that you may not resonate with, and say, take the ones that, you know, creates that triggers you the most, you know, whether it's the President of the United States or some other individual that really triggers you, well, then you're relating to the part of them that triggers you. But there's also a way to see deep within inside that. So it's like, for instance, folks who are really have a hard time even like looking at the president, President Trump, and even thinking about him, it creates like a really like aggravation within you. Okay, understandably so for many people. Lots of people like him. I don't resonate with very much about what he does at all, but it's very easy to see that there's almost like a young child in there that's like, you know, searching for love. That doesn't mean you agree with any of the behavior, and that doesn't mean you don't stand against the behavior. And I'm not meaning to become political here. It doesn't matter about any of that. It means, though, that your activism will be ineffective if you're not able to actually connect love to love with another individual. That's why like Dr. King was so effective, because he had the capacity and the caliber to be able to move from love and to be able to see love in those whom he was resisting against. And that's just one example. And so this is a requirement for anything that you're wanting to do in your life, and if you're wanting to be successful in that endeavor, is to be able to see beyond the superficiality of life. And there was, you know, so much polarity on our planet right now that we very much need individuals like yourself to be able to stand strong in what you stand for and what your beliefs are, but not be so damn polarized about everything. And that's absolutely realistic for you, to actually stand strong in what you stand for and what you're about, and in certain cases standing against. But we're not standing against a person, we're standing against behaviors. And there's a big difference in that. It's a subtle shift of your context, but it makes all the difference in the world. And then it applies to your family relationships. Perhaps you have very difficult relationships within your family. Perhaps not immediate family, but perhaps extended family, mom and dad, aunts, uncles, cousins, etc. And therefore, instead of having adversity towards the person, you have adversity perhaps towards the behavior, or to something you feel is unjust or was wrong, etc. But whatever it is that you're trying to stand against or stand for will be effective or ineffective depending on whether you have love for that individual. And then you can differentiate the individual from the behavior. And all of that comes back to your ability to experience that love within yourself first. And to what degree are you experiencing that pure love, pure energy, and pure intelligence within yourself? So that's what our heroism of the heart is all about, is getting into that space. And all of it requires, numero uno, before anything else, that you're going into meditative spaces yourself. And that's what I want you to do today. And that's why I want you to take whatever else is going on in your life right now for the next 45 minutes, push it away, because all of that stuff will benefit. Everything else that's on your to-do list right now is going to benefit most by you concentrating on what we're going to be doing here in this class today with these practices, with this meditation. And then, once we're done, we recalibrate the system, activate the meditative mind, the intuitive energy, the pineal gland. That's what we're doing. Then when you go into the rest of everything, you'll be able to do so with great love and great energy and great intelligence. So let's go deep today. That's what I'm saying. Let's travel deeply together. Take your hands into prayer pose and let's tune in. And press the palms together with a certain amount of, it's not overly, it's a firmness, but it's not, it doesn't take a lot of strength. You're just getting a little pressure there, as if it's like coordinating the hemispheres of the brain, encouraging glands to secrete. Eyes go into the pituitary point, third eye, and inhale deeply. And exhale completely. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely.
Satgude Namaha Siddhi Gurudeve Namaha Adgude Namaha Jugadgude Namaha Satgude Namaha Siddhi Gurudeve Namaha Adgude Namaha Jugadgude Namaha Satgude Namaha Siddhi Gurudeve Namaha.
Sadnam. Come to your hands and knees, please. Let's start cat-cow. Eyes are closed down. All your attention is on the breathing. Inhale. The sound of the inhale, imagine is chanting Sat. The sound of the exhale, imagine is chanting Nam. Eyes closed. 20 seconds, keep up. Inhale deeply, head is up. And exhale, head is down. Push the breath out. Beautiful. Good. Come sitting. Easy pose, please. And then Gyan Mudra, index finger to thumb, palms facing up, heart lifted. Eyes, third eye, science of angles and triangles. In this case, two eyes connecting to the one point of the third eye. You're gonna inhale and make a O-shaped mouth and like a cannon breath, like a breath of fire through the O-shaped mouth, okay? O-shaped puckered mouth. Ladies, if you're on your moon period right now or happen to be pregnant, then do long, deep breath through the O-shaped mouth, like a otherwise like this. Powerful, please. Let's go. Your navel, move the energy up the spine, third eye gaze. Where your attention goes, your prana flows. Inhale through the mouth. Now squeeze your spine, lift the root lock, gaze upward, third eye. Cannon exhale. Inhale deep. Root lock, spine squeeze, gaze up. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Now bring your arms 60 degrees. And the thumbs are out and the fingers are in. Angles and triangles. Inhale deep and breath of fire. Third eye gaze.
the gaze, heart wide open, charge the aura. 20 seconds, concentrate. Inhale deeply. Thumb tips touching. Root lock. Touch the ceiling. Release the shoulders. Inhale deeper. Stretch up. Exhale. Okay, just a couple more exercises. Here we go. You're going to be it's opening the energy system along the spine, or further open it. That's all we've been doing so far. So you're going to be bringing your hands to your ankles or your shins. And your spinal flexes, okay? Elevated third eye gaze. Did you lose my mic? Here we go. Elevated third eye gaze. And then na sit, na sit, na sit, na sit, na sit. Is that okay? Inhale deep. Third eye, root lock, open wide the heart. Be still, be expansive. And exhale. Hands are on your shoulders. Inhale left, exhale right. Keep up. Go. Deeper the breathing, please. To the center, deepest inhale. Expand out, gaze up. Exhale. Hands on your knees. Sat Nam, shoulder shrugs. Nam, Sat Nam. Double the time, like a sat, 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 sat. Inhale, squeeze up. Squeeze out the tension. Exhale. Beautiful. Stretch your legs out wide. Flex the feet. Inhale, center. Turn to the left. Exhale, down. Inhale up, pivot to the right. Exhale down, deep breathing. Inhale, center, and hinge forward. You don't need to touch your toes unless you have the easy capability of doing it. Extend forward, extend out through the chest, breathe long and deep. Gaze of the third eye. And relax, shake your legs out. And then stick the tongue out, and you're gonna be easy pose.
panting, stimulate your immune system like a chest out, shoulders drop. Keep going, keep going. One minute to go. Keep going. Sut. With the panting breath and meditate like the mantras. Hud, 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 hud. Imagine a whole chorus of 1,000 people chanting together. Hud, 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 hud. Stick your tongue out all the way. Third eye gaze. 15 seconds. Inhale deep. Squeeze tight the body. Push the under tongue, roof of the mouth. Exhale. Inhale deep. Under tongue, roof of the mouth, squeeze the whole body. Exhale. One more time. Tongue, upper palate, squeeze the whole fabric of the body, squeeze the root lock and the spine tight. Fire out. Relax, meditate now. So today's broadcast that we're doing now is a really fine practice for you to do on the winter solstice as well. So if you want to, you just want something like, I know exactly what I'm doing winter solstice morning, even though you've done it already, it's like, you know, what does that matter? You come over to this page and press play and do this practice in the winter solstice morning, and that would work just perfectly. So here we go, miracle mantra, okay? And what is it that you're going to focus on with today's miracle mantra? You know, how deep can you generate? How deep can you get inside the love? How much longing do you have to be filled with real love? Maybe that, you know, maybe that's what you're courting with the miracle mantra today. Third eye.
Das Guru 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 Vai Guru Guru Ram 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 Das Guru 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 Vai Guru das Guru 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 Vai Guru Guru Ram 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 das Guru das Guru 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 Vai Guru Guru Ram 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 das Guru 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 Vai Guru Ram das Guru 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 Vai Guru 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 Guru Ram das Guru das guru 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 way guru guru dam 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 das guru
Take your hands to prayer pose. And begin by bringing to your heart and mind's awareness somebody whom you love very deeply, and project a prayer and your genuine wish for them to be free of all suffering, sorrow, and full of love and blissfulness. And keep them in your heart and mind's awareness until you've thoroughly welled up a feeling of genuine love and caring. And now extend that prayer to all beings everywhere. A prayer that's infinite in its magnitude and infinite in its effect. extend that loving kindness into all sentient beings, all everywhere. And the desire that's genuine for them to be full of bliss and love and free of suffering.
May the long time sun shine upon you.
And extend it, and extend it.
All love surround you. And the pure light within you. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on.
Project your prayer to all beings everywhere, like a field of energy from the center of your chest, emanating every direction, brilliant light.
May the long time sun shine upon you. For love surround you. And the pure light within you. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way
Satnam. Satnam. So, once again, I want to encourage you to take this class again on the winter solstice day, in the morning time if possible, but any time is great. I'll catch you guys sometime on, midday East Coast time, probably around 12, 1 p.m., something like that. East Coast time on the 21st. Today, due to a scheduling tightness, I'm not going to be able to come on our Facebook group myself live, but there's going to be a special guest on Facebook on our group in just a moment here. So when we log off here in just a moment, head over to the Facebook group and connect over there, and you'll have fun, I'm sure of it. And it'll be a nice thing. And then later today, I'll get on there and check out and connect with everyone as well. But go over there right now, and once we log off here, and go hang out with everybody. I'll be in Miami this weekend, Friday night workshop at Sacred Space, and then 2 workshops on Saturday at Sacred Space. If you're in the Florida area, come on over if there's some spots left. I'm not sure if there are. And love you all. Happy solstice, happy holidays, and looking forward to connecting with you soon. Sadhana.